How we doing, vape heads? Alright, I'm going to be catching up on some reviews. I'm just going to shoot a whole bunch of them and, try to catch up on some of the ones I promised you I'd do. Today, we're going to be looking at the Innokin Coolfire 4. And I do have an unboxing video for this, so I'm going to go throw a link down that. So if you want to go check that out first and see how, how this comes brand new when you first get it, watch that video and see how she vapes initially. But I've had it for a few months, so I'm going to give you, the rundown on it and, how it served me over these past few months. So stick around. Alright guys, welcome back. Alright, so the Innokin Coolfire 4, this has been out for a few months now, and it is one of the more popular mods on the market. You can get it in a variety of colors. It comes in these, hard plastic cases with a thread adapter. The mod sits in there as well, and there's a USB charge cable that comes with it. And of course it is the Coolfire 4, and it's going to have your scratch and check here on the bottom, and all your stats here on the back. Alright, I'll go ahead and read the stats to you, and then I'll tell you what I think about it and show you how it vapes a little bit. Alright, it is variable voltage, variable wattage mod, and it runs from 3 volts to 7.5 volts, and it runs from 6 watts to 40 watts. So it is very limited in that it only goes to 40 watts, but really, if you're not looking for, the huge clouds, this will serve you just fine. If you're using a smaller sub-ohm tank or just a little tank, this will serve you fine, and even in some RDA cases, it'll work for you as long as you got your high resistance builds on it. That being said, what else do we got on this? It's a 2000 mAh battery. I can charge this thing and carry it around, and because it's such a low wattage mod, it'll last you about 2 days before you need to recharge. If you're a heavy vapor, you're probably going to need to charge it, every day. But usually it'll last you quite some time. It lasts me at least 2 days, and because I alternate between vapes, so if, this is the one I kind of just carry around in my pocket because it's nice and pocket sized. And then if I'm at home, I'm using a bigger setup. So it will last me at least 2 days before it needs a good charge, and it doesn't take that long to charge. 3, 4, maybe 5 hours at max, but probably 3 to 4 hours, and it's good. The maximum output current is 12 amps, and it reads resistance is down 2.3 because this is a LiPo battery. You're not going to be able to read low builds because it does only go up to 40 watts. So, if you're at a 0.3, hitting it at 40 watts, it really isn't going to fire very well. So it won't read too low. It is a regulated mod. It's got the over discharge protection. You can vape. It's got the pass through, so you can vape it while it's charging. And it does remember the last voltage wattage, even if the battery dies. When you recharge it, it remembers your last setting on it. And one of the cool features with this, and I'll show you the mod here. I'll take off the tank I'm using here. All right, so it does have that. It's got the spring-loaded. I'm pretty sure it is spring-loaded. Don't take my word for that, but I'm pretty sure it's spring-loaded. So there's your top, and it does have this on-off switch on the bottom next to that Innokin igniter logo there. There's this on-off switch, so if you're worried about it firing in your pocket, or you got a lot of stuff in your pocket, you can go and just pop that switch, and you won't have to worry about it clicking it at all. You can just, bam, turn it on, turn it off real quick. Just with the click of a little boom, and it's off, and then you boop, click it back on. And it says check atomizer because there's no tank on there. But your charge thing's here on the bottom. It's not on the bottom, so you can actually stand this up if you have a tank on it while it's charging. And then there's your up and down buttons and your fire button here. The shape, the texture paint on here is really it's textured. It kind of has a grainy feel to it. But I like it. It fits in the hand very nicely. It feels, perfect. It is not too big. It is not too small. It feels like it should in your hand. It's perfect. I don't know. This is one of the best feeling mods I own. It feels great in the hand. And not a lot of them do, especially if you got something big and boxy that's not comfortable in your hand. This is very sleek and very comfortable. The shape of it, just the size of it, it feels great in the hand. It's something that you keep in your hand comfortably, or you can use it as a fist pack to knock a motherfucker out. But it's just great. It does have a lanyard hole here, so if you want to pop a lanyard on there, you can pop it around your neck. You know, it's not too big or bulky. And then there's that cool Fire 4 logo. That's one thing I did notice with it, is it started to get this strange patina to it. You know, from putting it in your pocket and rubbing on it, it's got a patina. So, you know, Innokin, if you're watching, use stainless steel for those, because this patina look just looks tacky after a while. The paint job is very nice, though, and it does come in a variety of colors: pink, purple, silver, black, green, blue. So, you know, there's a variety. There's one for everybody, and you know, it's very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop. I'm gonna use the Subtank Mini version 2 to vape this, and I have actually one of the old 0.5 coils in there, not the new vertical ones, but one of the older ones, because this is a 40 watt mod. I don't need that 15 to 60 watt range. This is a 15, I believe 15 to like 30. So this mod is perfect for it, and this tank, you know, is great. I love the Subtank Mini. It's one of my favorites. It is not my new favorite. My new favorite is the Taste Furious version 4 from Smoke. That tank is just amazing. It chucks for days, and the flavor off it's just awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how it vapes. And I got this. I'm going to go ahead and drop it. I'm going to show you the lower end of the spectrum here for this tank. You know, I'll give it a 20, and then I'll go ahead and get it up to 30, maybe even 35, and show you what this this mod can do. The fire button does have a light indicator on it. It goes green to yellow to red for charger indication. Right now it's in the yellow. I do need to charge it, and this does have a nice little screen on it. Nice and bright. It's got a hit counter, and it's got your resistance, and it reads your resistances into the tenths or whatever. So you're not just going to get a 0.5 or a 0.6 or a 0.4. You're going to get, this is reading at a 0.57. So you're going to get a 0.57. You're going to get a 0.39. You're going to get two numbers, and you're going to see if it's closer to rounding up or rounding down, which is a nice feature. Not a lot of the older ones have that. So, which is neat. I like the ones that reads in the tenths. You get some more accurate resistance reading. And let's see, to switch it to voltage mode, you're just going to hold the fire button and the minus button here, and it'll switch it to voltage mode. So if you're looking to jump your wattages up faster without having to scroll too long, you know, that's an easier way to do it, or if you just prefer to use voltage mode. That's a 20 watt vape, so it's not bad. I probably draw a little bit longer. So as you can see, it works well even on a low charge. Let's go ahead and give it a little boost here. Switch this back to wattage mode. I just prefer wattage mode. And to switch it back to wattage mode, you just hold the plus sign in the fire button. It'll switch back. To see your puff counter and to see how many hits you've taken off of it, you hold the plus and minus at the same time, and it will show you how many puffs you've taken. And to shut it off without having to flip the switch, you can hit the fire protection on it. Just click it 3 times, and it will turn off, and the fire button will not work. And to turn it back on, 3 times again, and it kicks on. So you have 2 options. You can do the clicky clicky, or you can flip it on and off. You know, it's up to you. All right, I'll give you a vape on 30 watts. So there you go. It's at 30 watts in the Subtank Mini. And I can't draw too long because, you know, these are the old coils, and if you draw too long, you get a nice, tasty burnt hit. But as you can see, it gets the job done very well. So, you know, if you're looking for something small, something easy to carry, something pocket size, or something you can throw on a lanyard and throw around your neck, this is definitely going to be something for you. This is a good stepping off point for someone looking to get into sub-ohm vaping, because it'll work for your small tanks, and when you're ready to make that switch and get into a larger tank and a sub-ohm tank, this will make it there, and it won't take you into the crazy, crazy high wattages. This is something good for someone start to test the waters and step into sub-ohm vaping, or someone who just likes to use small tanks. This will get the job done, and you'll do it in style. You pick your color, it feels good. You know, if you're looking for something that's better than just a little pen thing, this is definitely going to be a route to go. Innokin's one of the top runners in the vape market, so you can't go wrong there. And then they have the color options, so you can, you know, buy a bunch of them and match them with your outfits if that's what you want to do, you know. But I gotta tell you, man, it gets the job done, and not only on this, but any other, you know, tank or RDA, it'll work fine for it if you got the right coils in there. I really like this mod. This is one of the first I got, and it is still one of my favorites. Innokin, you did a great job, and I cannot wait for the Coolfire 5. You guys always, you know, with number 1 was just a normal mod, but number 2 you had the grenade. You guys always do something cool with it, so I'm excited to see what the Coolfire 5 holds in store for the future. Hopefully it's temperature control, so, you know, that's where everything seems to be going, so I want to see a temperature control Innokin Coolfire product. Let's see it, guys. Alright guys, so there's the Innokin Coolfire 4. It's got you, you know, I forgot to show you that, it's got the battery venting. Gotta have the battery venting. But I haven't had a problem with this getting too hot, so just for that. It does, I've noticed if you leave it on while it's plugged in charging, it does get warm, so I do recommend turning it off when you're charging it. But I haven't had any problems with the charge. It does stop charging. It does have that overcharge protection, so if you leave it plugged in and you know, you miss paying attention to it for a couple hours, it's okay, it will turn off, but be wary, you know, always monitor your stuff that you're charging, because if that overcharge protection fails, you can fry your shit. So, you know, keep that in mind. You know, always monitor what you're charging, even if it does have the safety features. You never know, you could drop it and something could go wrong and that might not work. So always keep that in mind. Alright guys, there's the Innokin Coolfire 4. You know, great mod. I definitely recommend it, like I said. I'll throw links down here where you can go learn more about this at the Innokin website, where you can pick one up for a relatively good price. And also links to my Facebook, links to my Instagram. Go check me out there. You know, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out and, you know, keeps me motivated to do this for you guys. So I'll give you one for the road on the Innokin Coolfire 4, and I'm out of here.